George Denny Patrick Carlin was an American stand-up comedian, actor, author, and social critic. Regarded as one of the most important and influential stand-up comedians of all time, he was dubbed the Dean of Counterculture Comedians. He was known for his dark comedy and reflections on politics, the English language, psychology, religion, and taboo subjects. Carlin was a frequent performer and guest host on The Tonight Show during the three-decade Johnny Carson era and hosted the first episode of Saturday Night Live in 1975. Heath Andrew Ledger was an Australian actor. After playing roles in several Australian television and film productions during the 1990s, he moved to the United States in 1998 to further develop his film career. His work consisted of 20 films in a variety of genres, including 10 Things I Hate About You, 1999, The Patriot, 2000, A Knight's Tale, 2001, Monsters Ball, 2001, Casanova, 2005, Lords of Dogtown, 2005, Brokeback Mountain, 2005, Candy, 2006, I'm Not There, 2007, The Dark Knight, 2008, and The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, 2009, the latter two of which were posthumously released. Paul Leonard Newman was an American actor, film director, racing driver, philanthropist, and entrepreneur. He was the recipient of numerous awards, including an Academy Award, a BAFTA Award, 3 Golden Globe Awards, a Screen Actors Guild Award, a Primetime Emmy Award, a Silver Bear, a Cannes Film Festival Award, and the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award. Born in Shaker Heights, Ohio, a suburb of Cleveland, Newman showed an interest in theater as a child, and at age 10, performed in a stage production of St. George and the Dragon at the Cleveland Playhouse. Bernard Jeffrey McCullough, better known by his stage name Bernie Mac, was an American comedian and actor. Born and raised on Chicago's South Side, Mac gained popularity as a stand-up comedian. He joined fellow comedians Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and D.L. Hewley in the film The Original Kings of Comedy. After briefly hosting the HBO show Midnight Mac, Mac appeared in several films in smaller roles. His most noted film roles were as Frank Catton in the Oceans film series from 2001 through 2007, and as the title character of Mr. 3000. Betty May Page was an American model who gained notoriety in the 1950s for her pin-up photos. She was often referred to as the Queen of Pin-ups. Her long jet black hair, blue eyes, and trademark bangs have influenced artists for generations. After her death, Playboy founder Hugh Hefner called her a remarkable lady, an iconic figure in pop culture who influenced sexuality, taste in fashion, someone who had a tremendous impact on our society. A native of Kingsport, Tennessee, Page lived in California in her early adult years before moving to New York City to pursue work as an actress. Charlton Heston was an American actor and political activist. He gained stardom for his leading man roles in numerous Hollywood films, including biblical epics, science fiction films, and action films. He won the Academy Award, as well as nominations for 3 Golden Globe Awards and 3 Primetime Emmy Awards. He won numerous honorary accolades, including the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award in 1978, the Golden Globe Cecil B. DeMille Award in 1967, the Screen Actors Guild Life Achievement Award in 1971, the Kennedy Center Honors in 1997, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2003. Eartha May Kitt was an American singer and actress known for her highly distinctive singing style and her 1953 recordings of C'est si bon and the Christmas novelty song Santa Baby. Kit began her career in 1942 and appeared in the 1945 original Broadway theater production of the musical Carib Song. In the early 1950s, she had 6 U.S. top 30 entries, including Uskadara, 1953, and I Want to Be Evil, 1953. Her other recordings include the UK top 10 song Under the Bridges of Paris, 1954, Just an Old-Fashioned Girl, 1956, and Where Is My Man, 1983. John Michael Crichton was an American author, screenwriter, and filmmaker. His books have sold over 200 million copies worldwide, and over a dozen have been adapted into films. His literary works heavily feature technology and are usually within the science fiction, techno-thriller, and medical fiction genres. Crichton's novels often explore human technological advancement and attempted dominance over nature, both with frequently catastrophic results. Many of his works are cautionary tales, especially regarding themes of biotechnology. Yves-Henri Donat. Mathieu Saint Laurent, referred to as Yves Saint or YSL, was a French fashion designer who, in 1962, founded his eponymous fashion label. He is regarded as being among the foremost fashion designers of the 20th century. In 1985, Caroline Milbank wrote, "The most consistently celebrated and influential designer of the past 25 years, Yves Saint Laurent can be credited with both spurring the couture's rise from its 1960s ashes and with finally rendering ready-to-wear reputable." He developed his style to accommodate the changes in fashion during that period. Sid Caesar was an American dancer and actress. After recovering from polio as a child and studying ballet, Caesar entered films in the 1940s. Her roles usually featured her abilities as a dancer, and she was paired with Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly. Her films include Singin' in the Rain, 1952, The Bandwagon, 1953, Brigadoon with Gene Kelly and Van Johnson, 1954, and Silk Stockings, 1957. She stopped dancing in films in the late 1950s, but continued acting in film and television, and in 1991 made her Broadway debut. Isaac Lee Hayes Jr. was an American singer, songwriter, composer, and actor. He was one of the creative forces behind the Southern soul music label Stax Records, serving as both an in-house songwriter and as a session musician and record producer, teaming with his partner David Porter during the mid-1960s. Hayes and Porter were inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2005 in recognition of writing scores of songs for themselves, the duos Sam and Dave, Carla Thomas, and others. In 2002, Hayes was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Sir Arthur Charles Clarke CBE Freyes was a British science fiction writer, futurist, inventor, undersea explorer, and television series host. He co-wrote the screenplay for the 1968 film 2001, A Space Odyssey, widely regarded as one of the most influential films of all time. Clarke was a science fiction writer, an avid popularizer of space travel, and a futurist of a distinguished ability. He wrote many books and many essays for popular magazines. In 1961, he received the Kalinga Prize, a UNESCO award for popularizing science. Clarke's science and science fiction writings earned him the moniker Prophet of the Space Age. Harvey Herschel Corman was an American actor and comedian who performed in television and film productions. He is best remembered as a main cast member alongside Carol Burnett, Tim Conway, and Vicki Lawrence on the CBS sketch comedy series The Carol Burnett Show, 1967-1977, for which he won 4 Primetime Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe Award. His early roles were on The Danny Kaye Show and The Lucy Show. Corman briefly starred in his own sitcom, The Harvey Corman Show, 1980, and continued to work with his The Carol Burnett Show castmates in projects such as The Tim Conway Show, 1980.